Breaking news, Trent Alexander-Arnold's injury boost, Liverpool prepares for Real Madrid. Welcome to LFC Transfer Daily News. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ruben Amorim's embarrassing moment proves Liverpool right. Arne Slot's arrival at Liverpool was surrounded by uncertainty, but the Dutchman has proven himself and now looks like a phenomenal appointment. When Jurgen Klopp announced he would be stepping down as Liverpool boss, a media frenzy began, with everyone speculating over who could lead the Reds next. Former player Xabi Alonso was initially the favorite for the job, but after he ruled himself out of the running, it was Ruben Amorim who was the apparent frontrunner. Despite the heavy speculation, Liverpool did not opt for Amorim and instead appointed Arne Slot, a decision that now looks genius. Amorim's dodgy debut. After a very public visit to London to speak to West Ham, Amorim quickly fell off Liverpool's radar and decided to stay put at Sporting CP. Only months later, however, the former Portuguese international agreed to a deal that would see him in the dugout at Old Trafford. The 39-year-old has only had one game in charge of the Red Devils, a 1-1 draw against Ipswich at Portman Road, but already the scale of the job at Manchester United is starting to be apparent. Amorim's side took the lead in under 2 minutes, but failed to capitalize after that, playing a very open game until eventually Ipswich were able to draw level just before halftime. Following the disappointing draw, Amorim's first post-match interview as a Premier League manager was gatecrashed by global music icon Ed Sheeran, part owner of Ipswich, which only piled on the misery for the United boss. Liverpool's doubts justified. Some Reds will have been disappointed last spring when it was announced that Slot would take the Liverpool job and not Amorim, but no one will be thinking that now. Slot's competitive debut as Liverpool boss also happened to be against Ipswich at Portman Road, but the Reds emerged 2-0 winners and now sit top of both the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League, while United sit in 12th in the Premier League and are 15th in the Europa League. Immediately, Amorim has implemented his preferred 3-4-2-1 system at Manchester United, something he would have presumably done had he been appointed Liverpool boss. This would have been a problem for the Reds, whose squad is very much set up for a back four and wing play. Slot's first transfer window wasn't a spectacular overhaul, with Federico Chiesa the only actual addition to the playing squad, and presumably the Reds wouldn't have spent big on a new centre-half had Amorim arrived. This means that Liverpool may have dodged a bullet by not appointing Amorim, who is now trying to make a back three of Noussair Mazraoui, Matthijs de Ligt and Johnny Evans work for United. Liverpool will be satisfied with their decision to appoint Slot, a head coach who already has the squad ready to compete, while Amorim looks doomed for mid-table mediocrity after only one game. Huge Trent Alexander-Arnold injury boost ahead of Real Madrid. Liverpool have been given a huge injury boost ahead of games against Real Madrid and Manchester City as Trent Alexander-Arnold has returned to training. The right-back was captured in training ground footage on Tuesday afternoon as Arne Slot put his squad through their paces ahead of the Champions League showdown against Madrid on Wednesday night. Alexander-Arnold, 26, has not played since being injured in the Premier League victory against Aston Villa on November 9. The England international was replaced just after the 20-minute mark by Connor Bradley, marching down the tunnel after clutching his hamstring. It later emerged that Trent would miss out on England's UEFA Nations League matches against Greece and Ireland, having been player of the match in several of their previous fixtures. Instead, Trent stayed behind in order to recover from his muscle injury, but head coach Arne Slot revealed ahead of the game against Southampton at the weekend that he wasn't training with the rest of the squad. It was believed that Alexander-Arnold would have to test his fitness against the Saints before being thrown back into the action against Real Madrid. However, Bradley started at right-back in the 3-2 victory at St. Mary's. Now it appears that Trent has got a chance of featuring against Madrid, who are enduring considerable injury trouble of their own. Madrid's injury woes. Vinicius Jr. heads an all-star injury list that also includes Rodrigo, Dani Carvajal, Eder Militao, David Alaba, and Aurelien Tchouameni. Dini's absence means whoever plays at right-back for Liverpool, either Alexander-Arnold or Bradley, will have to contend with Kylian Mbappe in his preferred left-wing position. It's been a tricky season injury-wise for Trent, who was revealed to be managing a muscle strain following the October international break, when he was apparently hurt against Finland. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe.